Sun Woman. This video is to help you understand the new paradigm on another level from what I've written in the article here. So this one is more about how you can see the new paradigm showing up on a personal level and how you can move through the shifts and changes with the most ease and grace possible. So the new paradigm is where we all shift our consciousnesses and we awaken to a level of unity consciousness, that we're all one, that we're all interconnected, we're all related, that we're not here on our own. We're not born alone and die alone. People are around you all the time. Nature is with you. One of the signs that I see about the new paradigm is, or with the new paradigm, is that there is a common vision. Many individuals have come up with a vision on their own that relates to sustainability, renewable energy, growing their own food, and connecting in a deeper way with community. And that is a common vision. That is something that many people have sparked within themselves and are a driving force for what they do, why they're doing what they're doing. The main thing is that we're operating in full alignment with our soul, with our essence, our higher purpose. And the easiest way for us to see or to understand when we are operating from our soul essence as opposed to from our mind or ego states is through our hearts. I like to refer to this as heart consciousness. So more and more people are stepping into heart consciousness and living from their hearts. Just like people have said for a long time, follow your bliss, follow your heart. There's wisdom in that, because that's your highest truth, highest path. And the question is not whether or not we are going through this shift, it's how we're going to show up, how we're going to experience the change. So changes are coming whether you like it or not. And what I'd like is to see you all experience this from the greatest ease and joy, fulfillment possible. So that's why I'm doing this video now. So you can be prepared, or even if you're experiencing some of the signs right now of resistance to the change, you can tune into those and move through them with the greatest ease possible. And we're going to go into that right now. What are the signs of resistance? And the first thing I can say is you're going to feel some discomfort if you're resisting the change. Some level of discomfort. It might be anger, frustration, distraction through drugs, alcohol, addiction, any kind of addiction, even food addiction. And some of the feelings, other feelings are anxiety, fear, feeling trapped, like that you have nowhere else to go. You might even, depression. I think that one is a big one that I've come into myself personally or with some of my clients, having resistance to the change. So what are you going to do about it? Well, there's some questions that I would encourage you to ask yourself. One is your need a true need? What need are you trying to get met, and is it true? Is it your own need, or is that coming from your ego? And when I say your own, I'm talking about your higher self. Is it a true need? So the ego operates from a position of attachment and positionality, and that leads to suffering. So we don't need the outside world for those particular needs to be met. And that's the ego needs. So what are your needs? Are they real? And how are your needs being met? Is that real? Is that in the highest alignment with your truth? So again, taking a look at those things. Is it a real need, or is it a need of the ego? And how you're getting those needs met, again, is it your need, your truth, or is it the need of the ego to get it met in that particular way? So those two things, or those aspects, are great questions to start asking yourself. And then the next thing is, I'd like to invite you to take a look at your definition of abundance, wealth, and success, and see if those need to be unpacked and reorganized for yourself. Are they part of the old paradigm? Because I feel that's going to be where a lot of people get hung up, is they have an attachment to what success looks like and what abundance looks like in their life. And this doesn't mean that, okay, now you're going to have to be poor and live, you know, close to the earth. And maybe you want that, and maybe that's going to be the most fulfilling thing for you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that your life's going to look that way. It's just a redefinition of how it all unfolds for you. And I'll just share a little story of how I came up with that. Is when I was working in the corporate world, I was moving my way up the corporate ladder, and every year I was getting a raise or a promotion. I'd even get bonuses. When I wasn't getting raises, I was getting fat bonuses. And I just never felt like I had enough. I continually worked hard and moved my way up and had new levels of success, but I was unfulfilled, and it was zapping me on a deep level. And I just felt like I never had enough. Even though I kept having more and more money, I had to work harder to make more because it wasn't enough. Until I finally shifted out of that corporate life, and my new life, I actually on paper was at poverty level according to the, income tax government thing. That was kind of surprising to me because I felt wealthier than I ever had. I simplified my life in new ways. I redefined success. I redefined abundance for myself. And I knew that I was still just building my way up. I was starting over. But I already felt much richer than I was before. I felt like, wow, I have an amazing life. This is invaluable. And so I invite you to take a look at your definitions of success and abundance and see if those areas need to be redefined. Okay, so this brings us to the last piece. When you're operating from your highest potential, your life's purpose, and your life mission, when you're operating from that place, then the deepest levels of fulfillment can exist. Your wealth comes from there. Your abundance is that. And the more, if you can say, I was doing what I came here to do today, at the end of the day, if you can say that, then you can say, I'm successful today. That is the highest level that you can get. And that is the biggest sign that you're living in the new paradigm. The more that you're operating from your heart, the more you live your purpose and give your gift, the more you're going to feel fulfilled, and this shift and change is going to be easy for you. And so much more pleasant, so much more vibrant and thriving and exuberant than you ever thought possible. Think about it. If you're offering your highest purpose, your greatest gift to the world each and every day, nothing can be more fulfilling. Because if you look on a bigger, grander scale, that is success, because that's why you're here. You've been given this vital body to live your life. For what reason? There's a purpose behind it. So the old definition of success might be looking like little, numbers on, in a checkbook or something, or a bank account statement. That actually is not much of anything if you think about that. Like what it really is, it's almost funny that we put so much value on that. And we don't value our gifts and what we came here to do. But I invite you to do that with each other. Value each other's gifts with the symbols that we give value. Give money for services or products that you believe in, especially when you can see someone is living their gift and they're giving their gift. This is how we become abundant, the sharing. Blessings and aloha from Kauai. This is Lisa Lemley with Sun Woman. Radiate your light, sister.